Hey there pranksters, welcome back to another Nextraker video, and as the title says, in this video I'll be showing you guys some really clever ways that will help you pass any test using supplies that you are allowed to have in class. And sure, some of you guys might think it's wrong, but sometimes you have no choice, especially if you didn't study for an important test. Either way, these are just for fun, and if you guys like any of the hacks that I'm about to show you, make sure you like this video, and if you aren't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that as well. Alright then, let's get this video rolling.
See, what I like about these cheap water bottles, guys, is the cap. Just look at that cap. It's so thin. Now, if you look at other water bottles, their caps are a bit larger, they're a bit longer, and these are very thin. And that is perfect because we're also gonna need another bottle cap. And if you place it on top of this one, from far away, it looks like a regular water bottle cap. And in between both bottle caps is a little bit of space, and that is enough space for us to store our valuable information, aka our cheat notes. So here, I have a strip of paper. I'm gonna make it smaller though, so I'm able to have enough room for my notes. And I'm gonna go off by the size of my bottle cap, so it can't be too wide. About ½ inch will do. And as far as length, I'm gonna go with 4 inches. So we're limited just a little, but that's fine. Look at that. Here's our strip. And now we're gonna fold it like an accordion. So maybe ½ inch. And then keep folding until you run out of strip. Alright, perfect. Here's our little accordion. Once you have made the folds, you guys can write on both sides notes that you will need for your test. For example, A, B, C, D, E, F. Just in case you guys forget which are the first 6 letters of the alphabet. And you guys can also put 5 times 2 equals 10. Because a lot of people don't know their times tables all the way to 5. And this is just an example, of course, guys. I know you guys are smarter than this. But add your notes on both sides. And you want to pack this with really good information. Try to fit as much info as you possibly can. And once you have all that information on your little cheat note, fold it back up. Just like this. One end we're going to glue to the bottle cap. So just apply a little bit of glue on there. And then center it on the inside of the bottle cap. Like so. See how well it fits inside the bottle cap? It actually looks like I'm talking. Hey guys, please subscribe to Nextraker. He's a really cool guy. Anyway, the other end, you guys guessed it, we're gonna glue it on to the other bottle cap. So once it dries up on this end, this other end, we're gonna apply hot glue on the center of the cap, and then position this end of the cheat note in the middle, right on the center. And look guys, we can fold it up and it fits in perfectly. From far away, it'll look like a normal bottle cap. But of course, we all know our cheat notes are in there. Okay, so here's a closer look at the calculator we'll be using, guys. It has a back cover that slides in and out. So, inside of this back cover, guys, we are gonna put our notes. And the size of the note cover will determine the size of our notes. So once you get your measurements right, guys, then make your cutout. Just like this. Very simple stuff. So look at all that space that we have, guys. Although we will only be able to use one side. So determine which side you're gonna use. On the front, you're gonna write your spelling words. For example, if you don't know how to spell cat, you write cat on there. Or dog. See how many words I was able to fit in there? And there's still plenty room on the side. But this is just the example, guys. So lay this flat inside the back cover of your calculator. Keep it there with some tape. Clear tape is the best for this. So one piece on top and one piece on the bottom. And that's basically all we need, guys. We put the calculator back in. And that's it. Looks like a normal calculator all around, but once you slide out the back cover, there are your spelling words, guys. You'll easily be able to pass your test. Alright, so first thing we need to do with this water bottle is to make the label turn. Now at this point right now, it can't turn. We can't move this label because it's stuck on there. There's adhesive holding it in place. And we want to be able to move this label whenever we want. So here's what we do. We're going to peel off this label completely. So be careful though, we don't want to damage it. So let's set this aside. Let's locate that glue residue because we don't want this water bottle to be sticky. So once you locate it, guys, apply some tape on it to block it, just like this. Of course, it has to be clear tape. We can't have it any other way. And fill the water bottle, guys. Make sure that it doesn't stick to you. And nope, we blocked off the adhesive residue here. We'll do the same to the label, and we can easily locate it on each end. So apply some clear tape on each end. At this point, we blocked off the glue residue from the label. Now we're gonna make ourselves a little window on this label. And the perfect spot for that window is where the barcode is located. Every water bottle has a barcode pretty much. So once you locate that barcode, guys, we're gonna cut it off. So for example, the barcode is right here, and I'm gonna start cutting it out. See how simple it is, guys? So we cut off the barcode. Now let's create our cheat note. And that shouldn't be hard. We're gonna cut out a small strip, thinner than the actual label. That way we can hide it underneath. So about this size works. See if we place it on it. The label's still bigger, and that works for me, guys. So on it, I'm gonna write all the information I need. All my cheat notes will fit on here. I'm gonna put all that information that I normally can't remember. And hey, if you guys can't remember your social security number, why not write it on there? I wouldn't do that though, but that's what I'm saying. Write all that stuff you can't remember. Once you have your cheat note, wrap it around the water bottle. Once you have done that, tape it on or glue it on. I'm gonna go with tape. Make sure it's really tight, guys, so it doesn't move. Now let's place our label over it. And here's the thing though, guys. If you did cut your window at the bottom, make sure that all your information is at the bottom of your cheat note. That way you have easier access to it with the little window. And let me show you how. First, let's wrap it around. Not too tight though, so it's loose and you're able to move it. See, guys? The little window is at where it says next. But if I'm trying to hide it, I'll just move it over. And see? It's just blank. From far away, it'll look normal, and you can easily get away with cheating on a test this way. Now, this school eraser is allowed in class because it is a school supply, but to get away with using one of these, your current pencil shouldn't have an eraser. So if your pencil has an eraser, get rid of it, guys. Otherwise, it will be suspicious as to why you would have one of these erasers if your pencil has an eraser already. So let's get rid of it. It should come out fairly easy. Just like that. Now I don't have an eraser on my pencil, but I do have this. So I'm good to go. Now these erasers usually have a wrapper in the center. It's so you can hold it so it doesn't get dirty. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap something around it. But before we do that, we are gonna cut our eraser in half. So I'm gonna take my trusty blade and slice this in half. Just like that. Now let's create ourselves a little note. For example, here I have a little sheet, guys. The size of my notes will be determined by the width of my eraser. I definitely want it a little bit skinnier than my eraser, so it's gonna be a little long strip. Something like this. So you might think that there's not enough space here, but for this method, guys, you can use both sides. That's the best part about this. So for example, I'm gonna write just notes on here, just so you guys know that I have notes here. And I will do the same for the back. And in the back, I'm just gonna write test. Alright, so my strip is ready. On the ends, I'm gonna fold them. Again, the size of the eraser will determine how large that fold will be. Then I'm just gonna fold the whole thing like an accordion. And here it is. One end we're gonna glue to one eraser. And I'll be using some hot glue for that. Now the other end, of course, I'll do the same thing. More glue to join it with the other piece of the eraser. Now while that dries, here I have a piece of construction paper. Well, I'm just gonna cut a little piece that will wrap around the eraser. It's not a lot, guys. Just get your measurements right. And I chose orange because the eraser is orange. Just like that. Here's my eraser. And I'm gonna take my little orange strip and wrap it around it. Once I know that it fits, guys, I'm actually gonna glue this to one piece of the eraser, just one. Because the other one, we want to be able to pull it out. And again, hot glue will be used for that. Now that it dried up, it should look a little something like this. And look, guys, I pull it out and there are my notes, back and front, and I can easily put it back. Okay, so this is a 16-ounce water bottle. Now, the size of our cheat notes is gonna basically equal the size of the bottom. This method is so simple, guys, but it definitely works, and it's one of the more reliable ones. So the way you set up this cheating method is you look at the bottom of your water bottle. Depending on the size, will determine the size of your cheat note. So for example, my water bottle, I'm gonna trace on a sheet of paper. Then I'm gonna go all the way around till I have made an outline of the bottom. And it doesn't have to be the most perfect circle. Look how ugly that looks, but that's fine. We're gonna trim off a little bit more. But first, let's write our cheat note. And here, and this is enough space to write a bunch of information that you'll need for your test. But since I'm really smart, I don't need a cheat. I'm just gonna write cheat notes on here. And then a positive message. Alright, that's just for fun. So now we're gonna cut this out. And I'm just gonna go all the way around. Okay, it's not a perfect circle, and that's fine. Since I don't want it to stick out, I'm gonna trim off just a little bit more, guys. So I'm gonna go around it again, and I'll be trimming off a little bit more of the circle. I wanna be able to conceal it really, really well underneath the water bottle. So now, I'm gonna take my cheat note, I'm gonna center it on the bottom of the water bottle. Once I have it on a good spot, I'm just gonna stick it on with some clear tape. We only need one little piece, guys, so just place it on one side, and that's it. Just one side, that's all it takes. That's it, you guys can't see it, right? Especially if you're taking the test, place it on top of a piece of paper. It'll be even harder to spot. But luckily, you guys can tilt it just a little, and your cheat notes are right there. Simple stuff, right? No one will know it's there but you. When it comes to glue sticks, normally I would just open it, take out the glue inside, but for this method right here, I'm not even gonna mess with the inside of this glue stick. I'm gonna leave it as is, closed. What I am gonna do is work on the bottom. Now notice the bottom here, there's room inside, see? So we're gonna use this space for our notes. Also for this, we're gonna need a little tiny binder clip that will go inside, as well as a magnet. Now this magnet, we're gonna glue right on the center. So just apply a little bit of glue on the magnet, and then place it inside the glue stick, just like that. Now let's take a little sheet for our notes. We're gonna be doing the same thing as we did with the eraser. We're gonna cut a strip based on the size of the bottom of the glue stick, something like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. And we're just gonna write notes on there, just as an example, front and back. All right, and then we're gonna fold it just like we did with the previous hack. Just make sure that it will fit inside the glue stick. All right, perfect. One end, we're gonna glue on to the binder clip, just like this. It should be flat on there, just like this. Now, as far as the other end, we're gonna glue onto the magnet. So just a little bit of glue in the middle, right on the center. And then we're gonna stick our note on there. We're gonna let this dry, so let it sit for a little bit. And here it is, guys, it has officially dried up. We're gonna tuck our notes inside. And what I like about this is that the binder clip actually sticks onto the magnet. So it should hold the notes in place. So last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna undo the clips because we don't need them. So get rid of them and again tuck everything back in. And that's it. Look, our notes don't fall down. Just keep it at an angle where nobody can see the bottom. For example, this way. And then you can easily just pull it out and tuck it back in.
Alright pranksters, hopefully these methods come in handy for some of you guys. If not, they're just fun to know just in case. I recommend you guys actually study and pass your tests the right way. And I really do appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out this video. Thanks a lot pranksters, I'll see you guys in my next video.